Welcome everybody to the Ross Valley School District meeting. It's Monday, August 8th, and this is our Ross Valley Board of Trustees special meeting. The time is 5:45 approximately. Trustee Wesley Pratt is absent today for personal reasons, and board member President Shelley is on the way and will join us as we go. At this time, I'd like to call our meeting to order. Seeing no one in the audience, I'd like to call the meeting to order and go to our Pledge of Allegiance. So if we could all start with the Pledge of Allegiance, we'll continue the meeting. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Well done. And with that, I would like to see if there's a motion to adopt the agenda and the time allocations as seen in the agenda.
I make a motion to adopt the agenda.
I'll second it.
We have a motion, Henrio, and we have a second from Rachel. And with that, I'd like to take a roll call vote. Bree?
Aye.
Rachel?
Aye.
And Ryan, aye. With that, we'd like to move to our communication portion of the agenda, which is correspondence and communication to the board.
And there are none.
And there are none. And with that, and no public comment, as no one is in the audience, we will move to our D presentation action item, which is a recommended appointment of Miss Mary-Clare Mullin as co-principal of White Hill School beginning the 2022-23 school year. And I will give that to Marcy.
Thank you. So I won't go over everything that I have in the background because you have heard the majority of it before when I brought forth Principal John Baker forward to you all to approve as White Hill's principal. And as you do know, that after our other candidate for co-principal resigned from our school district, we continued to advertise, and we advertised for a co-principal or an assistant principal to see what we might get with our field of candidates. And we did have a robust pool. It was amazingly robust applicant pool. By the time we got to interviews, however, of our three selected for an interview, one had already taken a position, actually got a job in the TAM district. And so we interviewed two. And Mary-Clare Mullin, knew her as Mary-Clare Neal, she was selected as co-principal of White Hill. It's fantastic and great how compatible she and John are, and they've talked numerous times throughout the process, just like we did with the last interview process as hiring John, but they had talked numerous times and felt that they were very compatible, both excited about the co-principal position. And so bringing forth to you Mary-Clare this evening. And she used to work in Ross Valley. She was a math teacher at White Hill for 5 years and then left us to go to the TAM High School District as math teacher and is working on her administrative credential. She'll finish it up in June and has served as a coach. She's held numerous leadership positions, but most notable about her position as a coach in the Tallahassee Union High School District is her working with not only teachers but also administrators and developing or part of the development of their multi-tiered system of support. And we've been talking about that in Ross Valley, so super excited about her expertise in math as well as her ability to work with teachers and other administrators to help ensure that everything that happens for students is fantastic and great. And part of Mary-Clare's purpose or her vision for students is just like we're doing in Ross Valley, and it's probably because the TAM district is also focused on racial equity, but that is what Mary-Clare is focused on, is to break the barriers to student success. And it doesn't mean that we don't look out for all students, because we absolutely do. But there are some of our students who don't have the same access, and we want to make sure that they do and they push forward. So I know that we're all happy to have Mary-Clare back in the district, and hopefully with your approval this evening, her official start date will be tomorrow. We were able to connect since the board meeting or board agenda was posted, and she'd be able to start tomorrow. So if this all works out. So with that, any questions?
No questions?
No.
No?
No, I don't have any questions. Can you tell us, actually, the question, not really a question, is tell us a little bit about the fact that Mary-Clare is working on her credentials.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't need a credential when you are co-principal. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yes, we do, and so we'll be going out for what's called a variable term waiver, and that will bridge the gap until December when she actually is issued her credential.
Okay.
So we'll be able to have her on a VTW, or variable term waiver.
Okay, so that was a question, actually. Yeah. Okay,
So that will be coming back to you all. We just learned what we'd have to do to for that variable term waiver.
To fight
It does
for that.
need to have board action. So on August 23rd, we will come back to you for approval of that. She had already spoken with her supervisors through the program, administrative program, and they have highly recommend her to go ahead and be part of this, and will absolutely support everything that they need to do on their part to ensure that she's successful through the credential program, and also whatever support she needs as she's on the variable term waiver.
Okay.
And the
Wonderful.
variable term waiver will allow her, because there are a couple of things you can't do if you don't have the credential, and one is evaluation, and then another is related to some special education, I believe, matters, but they'll quickly with variable term waiver, that'll be covered.
Okay,
that addressed my slash question.
One of the nice things of having a superintendent who has a background in HR is that inherently I trust that you oversee and make great decisions. So I'm really looking forward to this going through, and I think we're lucky to have solved the gap by finding someone that you like. So I'm excited.
Yeah. The interview process, we had kind of a speed round of interviewing. We had 3 rounds. Mary-Clare in the first round was the only candidate brought forward into the second and beyond, and it was unanimous by the first panel in terms of the support and the belief they had and the comfort in Mary-Clare's abilities to join Whitehill as a co-administrator, and also for the number of staff who were on the interview panel who knew her, just in checking in with them since they're just thrilled with the possibility that she'll be back with us in her new capacity.
Like, she has not been done for so many years.
Since 1718.
Okay, time flies.
It does, yeah. It's been a while, yeah. We were very sad when she left. But
I remember her leaving. So it's like, it feels like it was 2 years ago, but no, it was actually a couple of years. Okay. So,
Rachel, anything?
I don't have any questions. I did happen to bump into a couple teachers who have worked with her, both at Redwood and in the Whitehill. And we were both like, we're so excited that she's going to be at the district. I was like, oh, okay, great. I mean, because I had read everything that we had, but to hear people who actually know her and have worked with her, I heard just really good feedback about her. So, people whose opinions I trust. Spoken about it.
Good. Yeah. And Julia, of course, is thrilled because Mary-Clare and Julia were mathematics partners. They taught right next to each other, and they would share kids and share their teaching and so on. So in terms of the collaboration, and when I saw Karen Tessitore, union president this morning, she was just the same reaction response.
Yeah.
So glad to have somebody with that mathematics expertise right there on site. And between John and Mary-Clare, we will have expertise in 3 of our 4 core content areas.
Yeah.
Because John, as you remember, has English, social studies, history,
and
Mary-Clare with math.
That's great.
So, yeah.
Well-rounded team. So,
anything else? No? Seeing none and no one from the public, does anyone want to make a motion to move forward?
I want to make a motion to appoint Miss Mary-Clare Mullin as a co-principal of Whitehill School beginning tomorrow.
I'll second. So let's go ahead and vote. Marie?
Aye.
And myself, Ryan, is aye. And Rachel?
Aye.
Aye. So same with the 3-0 vote with 1 not present or 2 other trustees not present, but we do have a quorum. The motion passes, which will move us to our meeting review for future board topic and board discussion direction.
Could this be
No.
Shelley walking through
Could
the
it be
door?
Shelley?
It is you. Hello.
Any future board topics in board direction?
So, seeing that Trustee Hamilton has just walked into the building, we are on meeting review and future board topics and board direction. Is there any future board topics and board direction that is needed or would like to be shared? Seeing none and no members of the public, meeting debrief, you're just in time.
That was a great meeting here.
It was a great meeting. Great having you back.
We approved the hire of the recommended appointment of Ms. Mary-Clare Mullin as co-principal of Whitehall.
And she's starting tomorrow.
And with that, we shall adjourn.
At what time?
Time is 5:56.